Happy St. Patrick's Day. I am Ralph Michaels for WagerTalk TV, giving you an NBA doubleheader video talking about the Heat versus the Knicks and the Timberwolves versus the Pacers. Let's see. I'm at Kelly's setup, so I don't have anything green, but at least let's see. The Visa watermelon is green and the plant is green, so enjoy the green beer later today. Let's talk about the Pacers and Let's talk about, the Knicks and the Heat first. You look at Miami, 7 straight losses, 3 straight losses against the spread, and 3 of those losses were as a 9-point, 5-point, and 2.5-point favorite. They have not topped 48% shooting in 8 straight games, and overall the Heat are on an 19-1 ATS road run, and when they're an away dog of 2 or more, they're 1-6-1 against the spread, and the cover was against a team with no rest. Now, that means fade Miami? Not so fast. The Knicks are on a brutal schedule. They're off a 5-game West Coast road trip. 9 of their last 11 games have been on the road, and this is the 13th straight game in a different venue. They had 2 road games, 1 home game, 2 road games, 1 home game, and then this long road trip. The offense really struggling without Brunson, but the D has been amazing. They've held their last 5 opponents to 42.3% shooting. So, with a solid D and a team back from a road trip, can I back the Knicks? Not really. At home, they have lost 7 straight against the spread. And not only are they on an 0-7 ATS run at home, they failed to cover those games by 11.9 points per game. And guys, if you're looking at ATS records, it's very important to look at the average margin of cover. If you have a team that may have 4 straight ATS wins and the average margin is by 1 or 2 points, that basically means it was a toss-up game and 1 shot would have made the difference. In this Knicks situation, when you have 7 straight games and they fail to cover by double digits, makes it a much stronger angle. With that said, I don't want to back the Knicks at home with a struggling offense and a poor ATS record in the home favorites role. I don't want to bet Miami as they've struggled since their trading away of Butler. Even though he really wasn't playing, it did change the mentality of the team. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go Miami team total under 101.5. The last 6 games, Miami's team total, a perfect 6-0 to the under, and those games have covered by 9 points per game. The Knicks, their last 9 opponents, 2 overs, 6 unders, and 1 push. The Knicks defense is playing incredible. Miami's offense struggles. First best bet for St. Patty's Day, Miami under 101.5. Guys, before I get to the T-Wolves and Pacers, just want to say we now have 197,000 viewers at WagerTalk TV. Why not join us? Get us to 200,000 by the end of March Madness. There's a reason we have 200,000 followers, or almost 200,000 followers. The WagerTalk handicappers put time, effort, dedication into making these videos great. If you enjoy them, please smash that like button. And again, get us to 200,000 in the next few weeks. We certainly appreciate it. The Pacers and T-Wolves, Minnesota 7 or 7.5 point favorite, a total of 229.5. Now, Minnesota's offense has been electric. You go read the quotes from Anthony Edwards. He keeps putting up game after game after game of incredible scoring numbers, and he just said he's never had so much fun in his life. They have now reeled off 8 straight wins, and they are really rounding into playoff shape. In those 8 games which they won, they're 6-2 against the spread, and I'm okay with both ATS losses. One was a straight-up win, and they lost as a double-digit home favorite, failed to cover as a double-digit home favorite, and the other was a game they failed to cover as a road favorite. The Pacers, boy, their defense is struggling. The last 6 games, their opponents have averaged over 50%. In fact, 51% over their last 6 games. That has led to a 1-5 ATS run. And on the road, 8 straight games they have lost against the spread. That's right, the Pacers on an 0-8 ATS run away from home. The one negative, and why I really can't get to Minnesota on this, is while their numbers are okay with no rest, it still concerns me because they're 0-8 against the spread off a division win. Now, I don't consider Utah a division rival, but again, the numbers are what they are. So when they beat a division opponent the next game, they failed to cover all 8. With no rest, they are actually 5-2 their last 7 games. And with no rest, off of losses and away favorite, 5-1. Now, Minnesota emptied the bench yesterday. So the no rest situation, if you do want to lean with the Timberwolves, I'm okay with it for this reason. They led by 23 points after 3 quarters. 13 players played 7 minutes or more, and the starters only averaged 25 minutes. So they will be ready to play here. But that got me to going with my best bet here for the show. This is a very high total for Minnesota. Why? Because the Pacers press the pace. The Pacers offense is good. The Pacers defense is poor. When Minnesota has a total of over 220, they are 9-3 over-under at home, 75% to the over. And the Pacers is an away dog of 2 or more, 11-4 and 1 over-under. So even though Minnesota's starters didn't play well, I feel the Pacers are going to stretch the pace. The T-Wolves can play fast. No one's playing better offensively than Anthony Edwards. We're going to go over 229.5, Pacers and Timberwolves. Guys, I know this is the NBA. I want to make 2 quick mentions about March Madness. We have a Sports Memo WagerTalk bracket if you're interested for free. Compete against some of our handicappers. That's wt.buzz/bracket. And my March Madness guide is up and available for free on the website. 9 pages, 19 March Madness angles, conference and teams broken down year by year, absolutely free. My homepage, wt.buzz/rm. Have a great St. Patrick's Day.